Well guys, welcome back to the channel. This video, you've seen the thumbnail. I'm gonna make some changes to the garage. You see a lot of stuff. I'm already in the middle of it. Lately I'm doing a couple upgrades, changes to the garage. I do work a lot in here on my little projects, so certain things become necessary somewhere. For once, I will have a separate video on the door. I do upgrade the rollers, the hinges also, and I'm also gonna get rid of the opener up here in the center. It's an aesthetic thing, it's a noise thing, and it is a space restraint. Because if I lift the taller car up here, I'm running into issues. So I'm gonna relocate this one over there for a direct drive. That's a separate video. I'm mostly curious to see how quiet it will be. So all the changes I make on the door and on the opener, curious to see how quiet it will be afterwards. And that's gonna be in separate videos, so stay tuned. I link it in the description below. This video here, I'm going to change the lighting. You see it's somewhat dark in here. Whenever it's dark outside, winter time, it's kind of hard to work. I have my construction lights, not the same. So this here is the light I have. I have two of them, one here, one over there, and it is kind of annoying. You see how dark it is, how directional the light is. If I have to work on this side of the car, I can't see crap. If I don't put up my big ass construction light, not ideal. And another reason to getting this thing out of the way, besides noise, space, aesthetics, I'm gonna put lights up there. And you see I'm already starting. I'm doing the hexagons and I'm just measuring, laying it out, seeing how I get it to fit somewhat center. And I already hooked one up just to see how bright it is. It's of course white. The LED, I mean, you see what I mean, right? The light is just terrible. The LED is, of course, is wider. Seems almost bluish on here. Then this yellow one. And I'm just eager to see if it's going to be bright enough. I do have my reservations at this point. And of course, this is a pretty strong bulb up there and it's going straight into the room. Two of them has been enough to give it somewhat some light. And well, it's gonna be up on the ceiling and there's gonna be a bunch more. It's gonna be a total of 25 hexagons, I believe. Excuse the mess, I'm getting to that. So that's what I'm gonna install today, tomorrow, and whenever I have the time to finish. The entire section above the garage and the opener, I'm gonna stay within the rails on both sides and center it, and I'm gonna go down this way also to have this also lit. So the entire ceiling pretty much gonna be lit in hexagons. Of course, you could just go with the clusters and just slap it on there. I think they make pre-made sets. So you have, those are the biggest ones actually. Those are 56.5 centimeter in length. That just worked out for me. I just hope it's gonna be bright enough. I've seen kits that kind of fit exactly the space for like a one car garage. The hexagons, maybe even with the frame around it. I just didn't want to have two separate pieces in here. It might have been brighter, but the looks of it, to me, is not cohesive. I don't like it. I wanted to be somewhat organic and be one piece and even extend up here. So I went with those. Like mentioned, I already hooked up power. I just took out one of the lights that is switched. The switch down there. Took one out, hooked it up. You have a wire to, of course, connect and extend it. Hook it up in here. And you would also hook the other lights into here. This is a V connector. You also have the Y-shaped connectors. There's another V. These are the Ys in here, just like a, three-piece. That is it. You have a little hole somewhere here to screw to the ceiling. You can also use these clamps. They go directly to the LEDs, to the housings at least. And for some reason I have a second power cord. Not sure why. The instruction doesn't really say anything about it. So it's pretty much just winging it. So that's just to get to know where I start, what I got, price-wise, what I paid for those, like 300 something, or just totally above 300. I'm gonna show it on screen somewhere, so you know how much I paid for this setup. This is supposed to be for 25 hexagons. Most people probably take less of it. I got it off AliExpress. I can link it in the description if you care. You can get whatever they already have. And you probably also find the one that you've seen earlier on my map here, what I ordered. They just make new products. If a customer ordered something custom like I did. So I was about to show you how they clip together, but quality. I hope it at least works. Anyway, you have your plug here. Easy to demonstrate. One hand only. It's a V connector. It just plugs over here, and it attaches in here, locks in. That is all. Nothing really to it. So just installed the long row, and I'm gonna light it up right now and see how bright it is. This is the reference, so let's see. Okay. Voll! Aber hier hinten ist nichts. Scheiße! So it's really bright, just the way I like it, but just half is lighting up. I apparently have a problem here, not sure where or why yet. I'm gonna get some power to over here and test it and see if these glow or not. And if these glow, then probably the connectors have a problem. I have to swatch those and see if it works then. If it of course continues further this way, then I don't know. So this is the first row. I got the problem sorted out. Some of the bulbs had issues, 4 in total, but now it's all working and I'm gonna continue with the rest. Apparently I overloaded the system. It's too big of a system. I had to split it. Now I'm working on a split. I'm waiting for some replacement lights to come in, and I may even have to order some more. And one problem is over here. The measuring didn't quite work out. Over here I'm just a little bit off. I just ignore this completely for some reason. Not so ideal. Here I'm a little bit off, but over here the entire system is more to that side, which is kind of annoying. And that means up here I do not have enough space to put a bulb through, or like a light strip. So I can only look into getting a shorter one for here to somewhat close it visually. But yeah, that's yet another small little detail that is crushing my dreams of a perfect light in here. But the rest will work fine. I'll get there, we'll see. So now you can see the 2 patches, because you know there's more behind me. And I kind of like that effect that you see here on the camera. It's pretty cool. It's way more exaggerated than it is in person, but for it looks pretty cool. And you can see the split in between because I'm out of the LED elements. I have to wait for new ones to arrive, and then I just tag these over. I will not connect them because I have power up here for this side and I have power up here for the other side. But now you can see what it looks like. Imagine this is closed and this is just gonna stay for the time being, and this is gonna be closed here. So guys, there you have it. It's almost complete, just missing 3 more lights down there to get the setup I wanted. Maybe I can fix that somehow in the future, but this is my really bright, really nice hex light setup in the garage now. Let's come over, have a look from here. There you go. Honestly, it's a lot brighter than I anticipated, which is a good thing. Just make sure you power it somewhat symmetrically. This is one network here, the one that's behind me. These here are not connected. Let me show you close up. You see, it's just like a V connector, and it's just like going against it, so there's no connection. So this side and this side is separate. One powered is here and the other is down there, just to reduce the load on it. And that is my new light setup in the garage here. I really love it. I mean, look at it, it's really bright. Putting some furniture together here and then getting back to the shelf. But there guys, I have it. It's pretty simple to put together. The first ones may be a little bit tricky, but once you figure out the technique to get it in, you're good. So now I can work in here whenever I want. It is, I guess it's 7 in winter. It's dark, it's also raining outside. There's no way I could work in here before with those little lights I had on there, and I could only use all LEDs, battery powered I have, and the construction lights. But now, there's like daylight in here, it's amazing. I mean, look at it. So you could call it a shop light, whatever you want. That's my light now in here. And if you were on the fence about doing that, do it. It's really worth it. It doesn't just look good, it is really bright. With that, thanks for watching and stay tuned for some more, of course, car updates. And I have another update on the garage door and the motor. This one, I get rid of it. Don't like it. You see why it's kind of in the way of the light. Don't like that. And I just need some more space above me. So this will go away. So stay tuned for that one.